Ryan Reynolds confessing to Blake Lively being his beard. Beard was definitely not on my bingo card. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of F Around and Find Out. Somebody brought this video to my attention, and it is of Gordon Reynolds. Everybody knows Ryan Reynolds has this need to be somebody else, but being him at all times. I can't exactly explain it, but Gordon Reynolds and Ryan Reynolds did some form of commercial. Is an interview he did with GQ 8 years ago. The video is here on YouTube, so you can go watch the full video if you'd like. But I'm just gonna play. I made a TikTok about it, so it's gonna be quick and easy, like a minute and some change, and then we're gonna go talk. We're gonna talk deeply about it. Ryan just confessed to us via Gordon Reynolds that Blake Lively is just his beard.
Looks like we got two beards in the room. Three if you count your wife. Let's dive in. First question.
Come again?
Looks like we got two beards in the room. Three if you count your wife. What's Blake Lively like? She's wonderful. No. What's Blake Lively like? You're a f***ing pig, right?
What are your thoughts on the pandemic seemingly coming to a close?
Well, like a lot of people, I'm excited to get back on
Raya? Was Blake upset when she discovered your Raya profile, or accidentally on her Raya profile? Follow-up question: who brokers the terms for these Hollywood arrangement ships?
My relationship is real, you
So some call always performing, aren't we?
No, you brainless dumpster humper.
I don't know how we continue to get blessed. Had we just paid more attention, we would have known who these people are by now. Now, I know you guys are typing in the comments right now. It was a joke. Get it? Was it a joke? Because who comes up with that joke? Who says their wife is their beard for fun? Nobody. And who calls their relationship an arrangementship? Just when we think we're done with these people, well, they snitch on themselves again and give us more to talk about. Well, there it is. Gordon Reynolds, whom again, I don't want anybody to get confused. Gordon Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds. He does this thing where he pretends to be Gordon and says a bunch of stuff that Ryan wouldn't say, but it's Ryan. And we know you wrote the line. So at the end of the day, you're saying these things. But I want to know, leave in the comments if you guys know anybody who makes jokes about their wife being their beard on more than one occasion, by the way. And then the joke about the pandemic ending and Ryan getting on Raya and Blake finding his account. Why would that be of importance? And also, why would Gordon say, what is Blake like, insinuating a sexual contact? It's all very bizarre, but it's also all very telling because this information, we didn't have to know. You volunteered this, and it's like hiding in plain sight. So he mentions who brokers Gordon Reynolds, which again is so Ryan Reynolds, mentions who brokers these Hollywood arrangementships. Why would you call your marriage an arrangementship? And I want you to keep that word in mind, like I say in the video, because I have another video that's going to be coming out later where the word arrangementship is used, if I'm not exaggerating, too many times, actually, because I don't know anybody who's calling their marriage that. And these interviews are multiple years apart. It's not like, he just learned the word and it's using it on a press run and it's funny. They're decades apart. This interview, for example, is from 8 years ago where he mentions this. I have another video as of last year when he's promoting Wolverine and the Deadpool movie where he brings it up again. Actually, Hugh Jackman brings it up. And with these two, you don't have to wonder a lot. You really just have to watch their interviews and they will give you everything you need to know. So I don't know how you guys look at this, but to me, again, I said it before, methinks he doth protest too much as far as talking about his sex life and how much sex him and Blake are having. Fast forward to this relationship is actually an arrangementship. He actually talks about the relationship being like a contract in one of my other videos. So I found it fitting to give Blake a beard here, if you can see, because if you're his beard, who am I not to oblige and give you a beard? But it's amazing to me how much these two continue to snitch on themselves in every interview. If you just give them a chance, I promise they will not fail to snitch on themselves. Let's go ahead and play this GQ interview so everybody has a chance to see it. And I'm putting it at the end of this video just in case there is a copyright issue. I can take care of it much easier, so it's not in the middle of the video and disrupts the continuity. So I'm going to play, it's only 2 minutes. I'm going to play through so you guys can see for yourself. My video was 2 minutes on TikTok, so I had to cut it up to make my point faster. So I'm going to play the whole thing through.
What's up, Gordon? Looks like we got 2 beards in the room. 3 if you count your wife. Let's dive in. First question, why such a I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's the second question. I skipped ahead. Let's get to the heart of the matter now. Why can't you be like other actors? Good ones. Speed round. Answer as quickly as you can. Now, if you had a gun to your head, do you consider Deadpool the Green Lantern of good movies? What's Eva Mendes like? I don't know. What's Blake Lively like? She's wonderful. No. What's Blake Lively like? You're a fucking pig. Right. Now, what made Deadpool so successful? Well, it's a combination of things. I mean, you got a great director in Tim Miller. You have incredible writers in Rhett Reese. I'm so bored right now. I don't even know if I'm peeing. So, GQ Man of the Year, that's a big honor. I can't think of anyone more worthy. Yeah, well, hey, Jake. Didn't see you there. What's he doing here? No. What are you doing here? Can we just cut the cameras for just 1 second? Hey, how many times have you met your children? What are you talking about? I see my kids every single day and night. Cool. The cameras aren't rolling. Yes, they are. And even if they weren't. Speed round. Why such a I already asked that question. Hold on. Okay. Of all the endangered animals that you've eaten, which one would you say tastes best? You're right. The American bald eagle is off the endangered species list. I don't think it is. Well, at least you admit to eating one.
I actually just shocked myself because I didn't listen to it past to get to the point of have you ever met your children? Which, again, another very bizarre thing to mention. Why are you talking about whether or not he's met his children before? What do you know that we don't? Gordon, who is Ryan. So again, it looks like I need to do a deeper dive into whenever these two meet, because it's like his subconscious or his other personality meets him. And it's kind of scary looking right now, because if you look at his eyes as Ryan, it's completely different from Gordon, which is, I don't know if that's, shout out to him for being a good actor and, playing 2 separate characters, but it's scary considering it's the same man we are looking at. But what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts about, and I don't want anybody coming in here telling me it was a joke that he called Blake a beard. You don't make that joke. It's not funny. So let me know what you think in the comments. And go show this video some love over on TikTok as well, if you're over on TikTok. I appreciate you guys, and I'll be bringing you some more Ryan Reynolds, Gordon Reynolds snitch sessions. I don't know if that's what we should call them, but it's definitely telling. All right, that'll be all for right now on this particular subject. But best believe I'll be back with more Gordon Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds, Blake Reynolds. Is her name even Reynolds? I don't know. While you're here, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 10K. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for your time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.